Welcome to Die Rollin.
We're your hosts.
Adam.
Sorry about that.
Adam.
And this is
Jamie.
It's Jenny.
Jamie.
Yeah, I've just been waiting here for about an hour for Jamie to turn up.
Well, I may have left
energy.
the game that we're going to play tonight.
Yes, we would have started filming earlier this evening, but Jamie decided to take said game into his car, and then his wife took the car, and then he had to
Drive and walk all the way over.
Break into her car, get the game, get arrested. We had to bail him out. We had to exchange Will for his freedom, which, to be fair, isn't too bad.
Yeah.
To be fair. But yeah, so whilst we were like bargaining for Will's, for Jamie's freedom and Will's life in servitude to the police force, we basically stole this game off him called Endogenesis. He has been desperate to play this.
Which makes it even better that we're playing it right now, because he has brought this to every gaming group that we've had. Like,
yeah.
oh, we could play Endogenesis. And I was like, nope. Secretly, I wanted to play this.
Well,
so the fact that we're playing it without him makes it that little bit of a cherry on top.
See, this is a 3 to 5 player game, so unfortunately, I have actually had to barter his freedom back. Oh. So basically, once we finish this, you've got to go back.
And get him?
No, you've got to go back to prison.
What?
Indefinitely.
Oh.
So before that, we'll give this a go. Endogenesis is a game for 3 to 5 players. You are basically kind of mystical beings who have kind of come out of the Big Bang or something like that, and you're trying to ascend to become a god, but there can only be one god, so you have to kill each other. There's no player elimination in this, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
so
there's a decent.
How do you kill each other?
Well, you come back. The nice thing about the player elimination, not player elimination, the killing people in this is that there's a catch-up mechanic in this as well. So it's going to be a first impressions review because we've not played this game before.
I feel like they've stolen the artwork from Photosensitive.
From Photosynthesis?
Yeah.
That looks more like Subterra to me.
Yeah.
You know the exit tunnel? Anyway, we're not taking anything away from this game. It's lovely artwork. So we're going to get this disabled and we'll see what we think. And we're back from playing a game of Endogenesis.
Yeah, well,
Jamie.
I've heard of the game.
Yeah, we didn't play all of it. We played a vast amount of it before we kind of got to the point where we were like, yeah, we're kind of done with this now.
Yeah, I think we would have loved to play the full game, but at the moment we've got quite a busy filming schedule because we're struggling to get the time into film. So we're trying to get a couple of, we've got a really big game to play after this. So, thoughts?
So overall, I enjoyed Endogenesis, what we played. So we basically played the game up to a point where one of us got a prism. In the game you're supposed to get 3 prisms, and apparently when you have prisms and you're beaten this game, there's a bit of, you have to miss your turn and things like that. So we didn't get to that part of the game, which might have made it interesting. Overall, I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the mechanics of the game, but I did feel like I didn't really understand what I was doing thematically. Like, a lot of game, I really enjoy a game where the theme is in the game. Western Legends, for instance, it all feels like you are a cowboy in it. And a lot of horror games I have, like zombie games, oh, you feel like you're in a zombie apocalypse. This I didn't quite understand what the overall concept was, and I didn't really feel like it came out in the gameplay.
Yeah, I agree. I think we made comparisons to Unfair as a pretty similar principle game. And the difference between that and Unfair is the fact that you knew what you were trying to do. You were trying to build a theme park. You're trying to do that, and for me, you're trying to collect these like little gems or crystals or whatever they are.
One of my kind of bugbears with games is when you have to get victory points, and for the sake of getting victory points, and it's not very thematic. And in this, we weren't gaining victory points, just trying to get these prisms, but it kind of felt like, oh, we were just doing this to get this. So not we were trying to, ascend to a higher plane or anything. We were just trying to win the game by scoring points against each other.
And Will, for example, died 4 times in one of my turns. Yeah. And okay, that's fine. But when you can kill a player that many times in one turn, and I know you gain gems from it, but to me, it had that feeling of Will didn't seem that upset about it, so it removed that gotcha element. But it almost felt not soulless. I think that's the wrong word.
Okay.
But it did feel like it lacked that drive and that purpose.
Which might have come into play later when we had prisms.
And that's why it's the first reaction. Like, it looks like an amazing looking game. It looks great. The graphics are great. I can see why it did really well on Kickstarter.
The production quality is immense. The artwork's lovely.
That box, really nice. But I have a thing. I'm a bit like you. I have a thing about Kickstarter games. Is everybody at the moment is producing Kickstarter games, and I think when you produce a Kickstarter game, you almost feel like you have to get the artwork like absolutely fantastic. And the publisher of this game, according to Will, is constantly bringing out new things and new rules, and that's great. But the base game in the manual, to me, it just lacked that theme, like wanting to be in it. I feel like I was playing the cards, I was playing the engine, I got the engine, I got all those bits, but I didn't understand the soul of the game. I didn't understand the principle of the game.
You didn't feel like a cosmic entity in this game, right? Which I think is the general premise of this.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair to the game, there is like a little kind of storybook in there, which we could have read. And Jamie and I have both come into this really fresh face. I hadn't heard of the game before. Jamie, I don't believe you had either. Obviously, Will, he backed this and he saw the video on Kickstarter and he knows everything about it, but I don't feel that it was just like we were doing things for the sake of doing things.
But the positive was, it wasn't a bad game.
No, it's a fun game, don't get me wrong.
And I would have played it to the end. It's not that we finished early for any other reason than we've got other things to do. But the fact of the matter is that it looks great, it feels great, the card quality is great, it's a fantastically well balanced game. There is nothing wrong with it from that point of view.
But in our own personal opinions, the theme just isn't there.
The theme,
and I think it's very telling that we've got to a point where we're like, we played enough of this to get a general idea. With other games we played, and we played through them and gone, we finished this now, we can get up and we can do a first impression video or review. But Jamie's gone, actually I want to play that again now. Or we've kind of been really, really kind of into it and thought, actually love this game, let's play this game. This isn't a game that, we just kind of were like, we're kind of done with this now. It's a perfectly good game, and I'm sure if we were, I don't know, maybe if we'd followed Kickstarter or understood a bit more about the story, maybe that helped. But generally, I think that if your game theme doesn't kind of jump out and get you, then it's not really there. I don't know if that's a fair thing to say, but as my own personal opinion, I'm very thematic game. Will has played this like a kind of, did you say solo or cooperative?
It's cooperative. Played it with cooperative with a couple of mates, one mate, for two different mates, a few times.
So Will's played it?
Yes.
And it's a different game when you play it cooperatively. You're going through this deck of monsters and you're basically trying to defeat all these monsters. And that to me probably sounds like a better, I get the premise of that. I could see working together, beating a deck, that might be more enjoyable. And Will said, I'm not misquoting it here, but he said, that he preferred that over the competitive side of the game. So yeah, maybe that's the kind of main selling point of this.
Yeah, I think so, and I just think I would like to play it again. I'd like to give it another go. But I do feel like, because it's a first impression, I'm glad I'm not giving it a review, because I would really struggle to give it a review that I'd be comfortable to give on camera.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean it's not a bad game. It just means that we not soulless, and I really don't like that word, but
yet you keep using it.
But it was just lacking something, and I'd like to play the cooperative game of it, and I'd like to give that a go and see if that.
My recommendation to you, if you've seen this game, or if you've looked at our video and you thought, okay, well, I don't really agree with some elements, and the game looks interesting, maybe it's something for me, I would say try and find a board game cafe that has this in stock and have a go of it for yourself and have a play of it. Because it's not a game for me personally, but it might be a game that you really enjoy. So go out there, go to a board game cafe, and if they've got this, great, give it a go, see what you think, and let us know how your opinions differ to our opinions.
And just because we got the t-shirts doesn't mean we know what we're saying.
Yeah, it's all exactly. It's just our own honest opinions about these things. But yeah, overall, decent enough game, great components.
Fantastic artwork.
Theme is just lacking in I think. For the competitive game anyway.
So as we're not reviewing the game, and we're not going to give it our general thoughts, feelings, apart from it's a good looking game.
Yeah.
That's all. We will sign out at this point. We hope you've enjoyed watching our videos. Please make sure you catch us up on all our social media channels, including
Facebook,
Instagram,
YouTube.
If you want to make sure that you're seeing all of our videos as they come online, please make sure you subscribe. And if you want to be one of the first people to catch them, make sure that you ring that notification bell.